This is TW Wrestling Talk here. New Year's edition, part 3. That's a chilling song, Pink Floyd there. Time. Um, we are going to wrap up this edition of TW Wrestling Talk with the, the TW Wrestling Talk Awards of the Years. Or Awards of the Year, pardon me. Sort of similar to WWE Slammy Awards, but to me at least, more legitimate. Especially considering this year that WWE apparently decided to leave the winners of the awards in the hands of the WWE universe, um, giving of letting them vote on different candidates for or different options for each award. And some awards being kind of silly. Um, for instance, hashtag of the year, that's, you know, Twitter based and, just not some great stuff on, overall, I thought. I thought the Slammies were kind of a joke, in that most of them were popularity contests. Um, so let's go ahead with, I think, a better um, assessment of the awards, WWE the bests of the year. For first, this is just moment of the year, period. Um, not WWE did like a tell me I just didn't see that shocking moment of the year. This is just moment of the year. Any which is can be virtually be anything. Um, one move that changed the fate of the WWE, or a comeback or whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead. Moment of the year. Brock Lesnar returning. Um, I mean, I don't see how you can deny that. That something bigger than that happened. This was something that was, you know, that many, dreamed for years of happening. Finally, 8 years later, earlier in the year, the night after WrestleMania, we got Brock Lesnar coming out to the ring, and F5 and John Cena. That 3 to 4 minute um, moment there was just unbelievable. Um, it's a night I'll never forget. Um, and it was like a perfect timing too. It was right when The Rock was leaving, um, to go do some more movie work after his WrestleMania win, and Brock Lesnar came back, and it was one heck of a moment. The crowd that night was great. Um, they were even chanting, "We want Lesnar" before he came out. There was, rumors circulating that he was in the area and that he could, that he signed with WWE, and lo and behold, he came out and he F5 John Cena, and it was awesome. And unfortunately, that culminated in what was basically a squash match, with the exception that with the silly twist that Cena pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and basically beat, ends up beating Brock Lesnar in a fluky way with his finisher and a punch with his chain lock alone. So that was, to me, that was a pathetic way to end the match, and that's whole speech afterwards. But bottom line, moment of the year had to be Brock Lesnar coming back, and it's going to be interesting. It continues to be a big moment because it'll be interesting to see what he does in 2013, and how he's involved in WrestleMania. So, moving along, um, match of the year honors. Um, WWE, the universe voted Triple H versus Undertaker WrestleMania 28. And you know, as I was thinking about these awards, I was it was slightly a tough call, and I was thinking Triple H versus The Undertaker should deserve Match of the Year honors. Um, until the TLC pay-per-view hit, and until the Shield and Ryback and Team Hell No had one heck of a match. That to me just totally changed. From that point, I knew that was Match of the Year. Um, Tables breaking everywhere. You know, ladders, people getting speared into the barricade. Um, Getting nailed with chairs, getting choke slammed through a chair, whatever it be. There was so much in this match that it had to offer. Um, it, it 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 was also, you know, clearly longer, um, and than the Triple H versus Undertaker match. This might have been the longest match of the year. And it was paced perfectly. It was through the whole thing. It was compelling. I couldn't get my eyes off the match, and it was more main event worthy than what was on the rest of the card from after that. But and it was just a match that, it didn't need any special bells or whistles. It was just like a, kind of reminded me of older days, you know, sort of the Attitude Era. Guys just beating the crap out of each other. Um, you know, the Shield's first match, it was one heck of a debut, with them picking up the win. And I can't, you can't possibly convince me that there was any other match on the, throughout the entire year that was better than this contest. So, definitely that has to be Match of the Year. Finisher of the Year, which to me, I think would have fit better on WWE Slammy Award list than Best Kiss of the Year, or Hashtag of the Year, maybe even LOL Moment of the Year. Finisher of the Year, um, to me, had to be the Brogue Kick. Um, it really, you know, kind of came to the forefront this year, and it was the move that won Sheamus the World Heavyweight Championship in 18 seconds at WrestleMania on Daniel Bryan. Um, and just, the countless times this year that the move has just seemingly come out of nowhere and won Sheamus matches, and, you know, whether it be a guy jumping off the top rope, or just kind of catching it out of nowhere. The Brogue Kick has been a devastating move this year. Um, whether it comes out of nowhere, or whether, you know, Sheamus is setting it up, it's it's always a, captivating finisher. It really has been this year. And furthermore, earlier in the fall, um, David Otunga, Alberto Del Rio, they tried to get it banned, from Sheamus's arsenal, but that was unsuccessful. So it just goes to show you that this finisher, had a lot to it this year, and that had to be the finisher of the year. Um, as it was many fell victim to it, and if I'm not mistaken, Big Show was the only one to kick out of a Brogue Kick this year. Um, if I'm not mistaken, that's what I remember hearing. So, just and Big Show is Big Show. He's a big guy. Very, he could take a lot of punishment here in the WWE over the years. So, you know, just goes to show you that was a tough finisher to take. So again, I don't see how that they couldn't have done something like that on the Slammies instead of, some of the other stuff they did. Um, but moving forward, Tag Team of the Year. Again, another thing that WWE did not have. Um, Obviously, it's Team Hell No. The crowd, immediately got behind these guys. The whole gimmick. They supposedly voted for that name, that title. Um, no other team was given, you know, in the WWE universe. No one else was named. No other tag teams were named like they were. So it just goes to show you that you know they were clearly the most popular tag team of the year, and they've brought along some good content and some good matches. So and they've been the tag team champions for they're closing out the year, you know, having a few months with the title. So um, just goes to show you where they stand in the tag team division. So and they've helped revitalize the tag team division in a sense too. So definitely they deserve tag team of the year honors. And then moving along, we have superstar of the year. Um, the Slammies, John Cena, because it was essentially a popularity contest. They had John Cena. No, the superstar of the year was clearly CM Punk. For the entire calendar year of 2012, he will have held the title throughout the entire year of 2012. Um, on top of that, he landed himself on the cover of WWE 13. He beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania and Extreme Rules. He won at Elimination Chamber. Considering he's been the champion all this time, he's pretty much beaten everybody in every big match. Um, so, with the exception of that draw at Night of Champions with CM Punk, he won at SummerSlam. He's won pretty much every. Point is, bottom line, he defended his title the entire year successfully, and he's heading into 2013 as the champion, and is set to face The Rock, and well, Ryback before that, but The Rock, um, most notably at the Royal Rumble. So, whether how long he holds it, we'll have to wait and see. But clearly, he's the superstar of the year. And on top of that, you know, John Cena, as far as the Slammies are concerned, I think there are a few other people that had more accolades this year than John Cena to begin with. Um, in my opinion, John Cena could be in fourth or fifth place for this award. Considering you had Sheamus, who was champion for about half the year. Um, who had a big win at WrestleMania, a quick win, of course, but he really caught on this year, albeit on the B brand. Um, Big Show, another possibility. He became world champion. He's been world champion the past few months here, so you could make the case that Big Show could be ahead of Cena in that award, given that Cena's only big victories have been against Brock Lesnar in a very fluky fashion, and you know, not much. He didn't do much else other than that. Um, so he had a goofy, a silly win against Big Show, No Way Out, in a steel cage, but that was frauded with a lot of interference, as it is. So other than that, I mean, you got Cena winning Money in the Bank, which didn't really get him the title anyways, and so it's just. Plus, Big Show was also Intercontinental Champion. I forgot to mention that. So he won at WrestleMania Intercontinental Championship for a short time, and he later became World Champion. So, it's a few guys that you could put ahead of John Cena, in this case. You can't deny it. So, Sheamus again, Royal Rumble winner and champion. So that's the bottom line. That's what happens when you try to have these WWE Universe vote for things. It becomes a popularity contest, and you don't really get what I think are the truest winners of these kinds of awards. So, but that will conclude my list of WWE's awards for 2012. Um, and let me know what you think of that list. And let me know who you think is going to break out in 2013 and who could be the superstar of the year or be or have the finisher of the year, or have the most shocking, the biggest moment of the year. Um, so let me know on that, and just you know, thanks for watching this edition of TW Wrestling Talk. Please subscribe and offer any comments or feedback that you have for me, and I will talk to you all next year then in 2013. Have a good new year and stay safe.